day. From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, this is the National Football League. Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Moments ago, a scene that's played here since 2004. Big Ben Roethlisberger greeted by this sold-out Heinz Field crowd. His Steelers getting set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here are the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. He's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. He got 29 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 36 yards. Now the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in. Get calm before you go for the big strikes.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 4
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Mayfield looks to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. In most situations, you take the down, and that's what counts more.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is counter. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they've seen from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And his throw here is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Incomplete. Joe Hayden on the target.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go out to the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They start with a give to counter. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Right back to Connor here on 1st. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up for first down. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times have we talked about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through for 2 touchdowns.
those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Here's Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Browns take over first and
The Browns drive about to get started.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
second and 11. At the 23-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got him in. Complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Browns, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They run with Connor. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths try to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. And they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Got some real estate inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Here's Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Peoples-Jones returning. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
The Browns, first down.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And it's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mayfield now. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely them in the rearview mirror, don't they? You're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he whips that one incomplete there. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Here's Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you there because we could be witnessing some type of history here. It's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll run on 1st down. Conner, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was James Conner who led the way in that first half.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out. Not what they wanted. You can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The drive will start with Conner. He's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Ben leaves to Conner on the draw. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Samuels. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. T.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, but now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really, that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. Only people upset, the fantasy guys that may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
46-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Returnable here from the 38. 51 yards on the punt there. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs him. On the draw, Connor. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be second and about a yard.
A gain of 14. Brings up second and 1.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, it's Connor. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. This is Samuels. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run again with Samuels on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A second and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, the draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Makes it third.
The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in for the Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson on the other end of the throw from Ben Roethlisberger. And this offense continues to pour it on. And they just continue to roll. And Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3.
To throw, Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Cleveland.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Yards to go.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Steelers.
Now Mayfield. It's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop the throw on 1st down.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
Take over 1st and 10.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Denzel Ward.
They'll stay on the ground with Kyler again. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.